The No New Friends podcast is brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Kaufman and Lind at whenyouneedus.com. If you're injured in a car accident or any other injuries, give them a call 407-706-3535. That's whenyouneedus.com.
Don't send me a Christmas card, because then I have to send a Christmas card.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I can't look like the Ebenezer, Scrooge, Millennial Scumbag who's not sending out Christmas cards. So stop the Christmas cards if you're 30 or younger, please.
But you know something? Right. Maybe the person sending out the Christmas card, right, and is wanting you not to send one back, so they don't have to send you one. They can stop.
So it's just a cycle.
It is, man.
It's just a cycle.
I feel the same way. It's kind of like, oh, someone sends me a Christmas card and I have to send one back. That maybe I can stop the cycle. Maybe that's like my doing. Like it's my whole goal. Like my role in life is to stop the cycle of Christmas card giving.
And now it's time for the No New Friends podcast with Scott, Mary, and Chris.
Come on, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Happy holidays and welcome to the No New Friends podcast, the podcast for adults who like to laugh at adulting. We are voted number one by our friends and family. If you'd like to connect with us on the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Twitter, and we are Twitter verified now, goddammit. All of our links are right there on our website. That's nonewfriendspodcast.com. While you're there, you can check out our sweet merchandise, and also you can become a Clubhouse member. Become a friend with benefits. That's our Patreon, and you only have a little bit of time left for that $1 tier. So get in there now because we are raising the minimum tier up to $2, so you have from now until the end of this year to join Patreon for just $1 a month. Starting next year, it's going to be $2 a month. We're in demand. Got to raise our prices a little bit, inflation, and now we're Twitter verified. So we need to generate a little bit more income, if you know what I'm saying. If you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere that accepts a rating and review, please leave us a 5-star rating. Leave us a review. That really helps us out. My name is Scott. I am the host. Mary is not here tonight, but with me, as always, the king of killing segments, the scumbag reselling hoarder himself, Chris.
Just because you can't see something doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Any Christmas movie that has Santa Claus in it.
I was actually talking about your penis, Scott. That's from the Santa Claus.
Yes, the Santa Claus starring Tim Allen. Also, our producer, Alex.
Hey, how we doing?
And sitting in for Mary, we've got Diz His Joe.
What's going on, guys?
And special guest. You know him from this segment, Jersey Man, Florida Man. Some would call it Jersey Man, Georgia Man, or Florida Man, Georgia Man, or whatever I'd freaking call it. But we've got Game Master Ryan with us. Ryan, how you doing?
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good, good. What newsroom are you in tonight? I'm dying to know.
I'm not really in a newsroom tonight. You guys had me come on live, so I had to skip the newsroom.
All right.
I'm in somebody's basement, apparently, Chris, so...
So just kind of where I figured you...
Is it a nice basement?
...exist.
It's really dirty and dark.
Oh, that's a bummer.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
So Ryan was in town last week, and he's going to tell us all about his trip. And there's some good stories. I got to spend some time with him. Joe got to spend some time with him. It was a lot of fun meeting him and his family. But before that, so this week, my family and I did this really cool thing. We went to this drive-through Christmas light thing.
Where at?
It was at the Florida Mall.
Okay. Was it inside the mall?
You drove through a mall?
No, yes, they're letting, I probably should have with this group said it was a drive-through Christmas light display in the parking lot.
Okay.
The mall. But it was really neat. It took us about 9 minutes to get through. And we were in and out. It was fantastic. But it was really neat. You turn your radio on to a certain station and you get really cool music and all that. My mom was with us, my daughter, my wife. It was a lot of fun. Do you guys do any cool things with the family around the holidays? Something unique? I mean, obviously we all go looking at Christmas lights and all sorts of stuff. Joe, what do you do with your family?
Usually we go to Disney because, Disney knows how to do Christmas. So they always have the decorations up all over the parks. And that's usually where we go. And they have like the biggest gingerbread house over at the Grand Floridian. So we usually go there. We buy a shingle. We eat. It's Disney knows how to do Christmas. So that's usually where we go. Yeah, the shingles. Man. Yeah. There's a vaccine for that now.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I feel like Disney and Christmas go hand in hand because they both have that like magic element to it. Definitely a magic point for me. Ryan, what do you do with your family? Yeah, your son's like almost 2, so this has got to be like really cool time for him.
Yeah, well, we also go to Disney this time of year normally because we just love how it's all decorated and stuff like that. We also have a drive-through Christmas light place here. We have several of them, but yeah, we got one of those we like to go to and just spend time with family, especially on Christmas Day. But it's a lot of driving around.
Chris, this is a great season for you because there's so many sales out there, so you can buy a ton of stuff for resale.
Oh, yeah.
What does Emily have you do when you're not reselling stuff?
Well, super insensitive because we're Jehovah's Witnesses, so we don't celebrate stuff like that. So I do find your question a little derogative, but so besides just staying inside and not doing anything, we go window shopping. That's something we can do without celebrating something. You know what? I wish I was a Jehovah's Witness sometimes during the holidays because it's very expensive. And those Christmas light drive-thrus that you're talking about, I hate those things, man. I can't stand those.
Why do you hate them?
Yeah. What am I looking at? It's just a bunch of lights. I can drive down my street and listen to Pandora and Christmas music and get the same effect. And I can go home whenever I want.
He doesn't like it because the lights and the movement causes a lot of nausea. He gets nauseous.
Yeah,
and if he doesn't pre-Pepto beforehand, it just doesn't work out.
It's sickening. No, actually, one fun thing that Emily and I do is we go into Philly. There's a Christmas village at City Hall. So we try to go there once a year. It's a really good excuse to, it's a German, Christmas festival.
The little miniature sets, right?
No, it's just a bunch of beer and schnitzel.
Okay, no. But the Christmas village, it's like the ceramic little Christmas village sets. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, yes. It's the world's biggest Christmas village. Yes, we,
do you walk through them or?
It's the only time I feel tall is when I'm walking through this Christmas village.
Yeah, Chris can walk through them. The rest of us cannot. Chris can fit.
So it's like a beer thing too?
Yes, Joe. It's like a beer festival too.
So when we went there, like when you and I went to Philly, there was a very strong pee smell, right?
Yes.
So now that there's beer involved, it's like double the pee smell?
It masks the beer. I mean, it masks the urine slightly because it's a little windy, so sometimes you get whiffs of the urine, but mostly beer. If you drink enough, you don't smell anything. That's what kind of
okay, that's good.
The objective is, yeah.
So inevitably, every year, we get these gifts. Typically they're breakable or something. Like my wife has this. It's a cow creamer because she loves animals, so it looks like a cow, but it's creamer, and it the creamer comes out of the mouth and all that. Well, I broke it the other day.
Oh,
and yeah, and so I as soon as I broke it, I go, crap. Okay, we can super glue this back together. So I put it in the super glue, the to-be super glued pile, which consists of about 8 coffee mugs, a little ceramic mousse, and now this ceramic coffee creamer thing. Do you guys have that where you're like, oh, I can glue that together and then it never gets done? Or like my wife is like, well, I can sew the button back on the pants and I've got a drawer full of pants with no buttons on them. Anybody with me on this?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Usually what happens, though, is after I do that, I get so angry because it doesn't work, right? Is that what you mean? Like, it doesn't work? You go to glue it back together and it doesn't work?
Well, no, I don't even start to glue it. It's just in a to-be glued pile that I never get to. Like, we've got things accumulated from the past 3 years that should be glued and have not been glued.
Really?
Yeah.
What else is in there? Like, how much stuff do you have in there?
Am I talking to Remy? Like, are you not listening to me? I said 6 coffee mugs.
It sounds dangerous. It sounds like a lot of.
But there's anything else in there? Is there anything else in there?
Yeah,
just coffee mugs and little, ceramic memento or little trinkets and all that mean something to us. And we're like, oh, we can glue that back together. A little precious moment doll with the head missing. And we're like, oh, we can glue that back together.
Is this kind of like your car? Like, how your car, you have all those things, like your windows,
you son of a bitch.
Is it kind of like that? You just don't fix anything. It's not only just little mementos and mugs. You just don't fix anything.
Joe, I am missing like a little piece of trim fell off, and I put it in the car. I'm like, I'll get to that at some point. I'll put that back on. And here I am paying for preferred parking at the theme parks with my Platinum Amex card. My windows don't roll down. I've got 2 pieces of paper holding the window up so it doesn't roll back down, and then the trim that's falling off.
So it's not only just mugs for you and little mementos.
No, it's
like everything. And then yesterday or like the day before, I was like going through a drive-through, and I had a van in front of me. And the guy, like, his windows couldn't, like, roll down, right? So he had to open his door to get his food and everything like that. And I was like, I thought it was you. I was like, oh, there's Scott.
Scott says I'm poor.
Listen, it's so bad that at one time I had a condom that broke, and I was like, oh, I'll just get to that later. And then, I've got 3 kids.
You use the same one? Use the same condom for every time?
Broke and expired are 2 different things.
No, but to try to break that down a little bit wasn't gonna work. Ryan, you don't seem like one that would not fix something. Like, you've got things fixed right away. Like, we'll get to your story later about what happened on your way down, but already you were wheeling and dealing and getting that thing fixed. And I'm like, dude, you're on vacation. Like, that can wait till next week.
Yeah, I don't mess around with things. Like if it's something like you're gluing, I don't know what you have against ceramic animals that you're breaking all of them. But I just throw those away. I mean, I can afford to buy another ceramic cow. But if it's something big, I don't let it sit broken. I fix things,
Yeah, see, Ryan's the generation of waste because he's a boomer, and that's why me as a millennial, I'm trying to salvage and save things so I can save this planet while Ryan's out there just destroying.
And Chris can't even fix a shower caddy.
Listen.
Well, Alex gave some sound advice. I don't know if you guys heard that.
He sends his wife to fix it.
Yeah, right, and that's why she was hammering during our podcast.
Wow.
Alex just said, yeah, the way you fix it is just throw it out. You get a different one.
Yeah, that's how you fix things.
In Alex's case, he just looks up a picture and puts a picture there.
Right, yeah. His wife wants to go to Paris. Great, Google Earth. There you go. You're welcome. There's the Eiffel Tower. So you guys don't have anything that you don't like. Chris, you're a hoarder. You've got to have some broken things that you haven't fixed.
Yeah, so it's more because I think so. Being a hoarder, we joke about it all the time, but it is a disorder because I can't help myself. Like, if I break an ornament or something, I don't throw it away because it's broken, and I don't put it in a pile because it's because I need to fix it. I feel bad for it. Like, I feel like it's an actual person. And so I just keep them. I get them comfortable. I get them nice and comfortable. I put them in a nice drawer. Put them in like a drawer that Emily will never find, hopefully, because it could end our marriage. I'm trying to think if there's anything though that, for me it's just mail. For me, that's my my death pile is just mail.
Oh God,
it's just mail that I'm like, I will open this someday, and it's not until the officer knocks on my door with an arrest warrant for the unpaid like Easy Pass highway toll that I didn't pay 6 months ago that I remember. That's in the mail death pile. Most of it's just credit card offers, which I don't know how I'm still getting offers from credit cards because I have every one.
Because they're like, oh, this sucker, pays the minimum every month, and
they're just making them up by this time. They're just making up new ones and sending them my way. I'm convinced. But yeah, that's my big death pile is mail, and I was never like that until I met Emily, which is horrible because now it's double the death. It's just double the pile of mail. I had to buy a filing cabinet just for the mail, and I'm not even kidding. I'm looking at it right now. All it is mail. Because I just didn't like it on my table.
You say this is funny. I don't know if you guys can see this, and if you're at home, you're definitely not able to see this, but if you want to see this and want to watch us record live, just join our Patreon. That's our clubhouse. Become a friend with benefits for as low as $1 a month. Just go to our website, www.nonewfriendspodcast.com. But right here, like kind of under your face on the banner behind me, that first little cubby, that's all mail.
Yeah, see?
The second cubby is all mail. It's all mail. And it's not me. It's actually Rachel, the most adultiest adult. It's all her stuff because she's got like all of her investment stuff and all that. And like, I don't want to throw it out. And like the mail bothers me how much mail there is everywhere. When I get something, I open it, I look at it, I throw it away. We have piles everywhere in this house. There's a bed over here that is unsleepable because there's mail everywhere.
When I stayed at your house, I actually pulled down the covers for my in the guest room, and it was just mail. It wasn't even a mattress. It was just mail.
We made it, and she doesn't want to get rid of it. She's like, can't we just make a quilt out of it? So, Chris slept in a quilt of Amex bills.
And we get the email statement every month. I don't know why I still need the bill mailed to my house, but it's in the pile. It's nice tucked away with next to my broken Christmas ornament, just in a real nice safe spot. So and you know what? You can go through that 100 times. You'll never be able to find something to throw away. I'm convinced.
Right.
You go through it. It's like, I might need this next cycle.
But here's the problem with email. I'm just as bad. I have about 90,000 unread emails because like every time I use my email address for everything. I'm signing up for, to buy something from Fanatics. I use my email address.
Oh, Fanatics.
My PetSmart, so I get so much email that, I gave up with it. I don't even look at my personal email account anymore. It's got to have over 100,000 unread emails at this point. So I don't know what collectors are trying to come for me or not. I have no idea what prizes I've won or what exclusive offers I've missed out on. It's just in the cloud. It's a full cloud.
You probably have like 6 different princes of African countries reaching out to you to send you their inheritances.
Right. Ryan, do you have a problem with mail? Do you get mail in the woods?
Yeah, we get mail. Yes. We do have a drawer full of mail, and I don't check my mail. I only check my mailbox like once a month. I don't bother with that. Like, they shouldn't be sending me letters. They know better than that. This is 2022.
Yeah, send a text.
I can't read.
Yeah, I do get slightly offended this time of year. This tying all these segments together. I do get slightly offended when I get a Christmas card this time of year from someone who's not above the age of 50 or 55, I think I should say, because that's just in their blood. They do that. I feel like that's just something they need to do to complete their Christmas season. When you're my age and you're doing it, it's just like, stop trying so hard. Like, just send me a text on Christmas. I'll like your Facebook status and you say, Merry Christmas, everybody. Don't send me a Christmas card. Cause then I have to send a Christmas card.
Oh,
because I can't look like the Ebenezer Scrooge Millennial Scumbag who's not sending out Christmas cards. So stop the Christmas cards if you're 30 or younger, please.
But you know something? Right. Maybe the person sending out the Christmas card, right, and is wanting you not to send one back so they don't have to send you one. They can stop.
So it's just a cycle.
It is, man.
It's just a cycle.
I feel the same way. It's kind of like, oh, someone sends me a Christmas card and I have to send one back. That maybe I can stop the cycle. Maybe that's like my doing. Like, that's my whole goal. Like, my role in life is to stop the cycle of Christmas card giving.
You know what else? You know what else it is too? Is these Christmas cards are just a reason to brag. So it's like, so someone will buy a house, and then the Christmas card just, a candid photo in front of their brand new house,
right?
Because they were at a Christmas sweater, or they have a kid and they're showing off the new kid, or the dog is showing off the new dog. Well, it's like, what happened this year? Should I take a picture of me with my Amex statement? Oh, look how much money I spent this year on sports betting websites. I have nothing to show off on these Christmas cards.
I feel like your Christmas card would be like, I think that would be good though. I think I would like that one a lot.
With the bill? No,
with you like saying how much, like, all the bad things that happened to you. That's what we should do. It's kind of like what's that on Seinfeld? What do they do? Festivus?
Yes.
Yeah. So we should send Christmas cards with all the bad things that happened to you.
Oh, I like that.
It's
yeah, you total
idea,
your
right?
car. That's on your Christmas card. I love it. That's a great idea.
Now.
Mine would look like the Yellow Pages. It would have to be hand delivered by a UPS driver.
Well, anyway, Chris, please make sure you thank Emily. We got the Christmas card from the Ob family today, so really appreciate that.
Did you really get one? Did you send one out?
Yeah,
I didn't get one.
I did. I got it from
Chris. You're not going to try to break the cycle?
Dude, I'm too far. I'm in too deep.
So before we go to break, I posted the picture or the meme on Facebook about the guy who buys his wife the car for Christmas, and it's like,
yes.
no one does that. Like, no one's putting yourself in debt for a surprise and all that. And so someone posted the SNL skit where they did that. So really funny. My Rachel's laying on the couch watching TV, and I come in. I was like, hey, I need to borrow you for like 3 minutes. And she perks up, and I was like, wow. And she's like, 3 minutes exactly? And I said, yeah. She's like, are we about to go to Costco? You're listening to the No New Friends podcast. We'll be right back.
Could have went twice in 3 minutes. I mean.
Hey, everybody, looking for another way to listen to the No New Friends podcast? We are now featured on Glacier FM. That's GLACER FM.com. Just go to the music channels and go to Glacier Underground. That is Glacier, GLACER. And you can hear us Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, that is GlacierFM.com.
There are three things that I hate in life: taxes, nausea, and booking vacations. The first two I'm stuck with, but for the third, I use Sandpiper Vacations. Sandpiper Vacations is a small business that is LGBTQ+ owned and operated with travel advisors all over the country. Whether it's a cruise, a trip to a theme park, or an all-inclusive resort, Sandpiper has you covered. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it's free. Why book a vacation when you can have someone else do it for you? That's like choosing to take the stairs in a building that has an elevator. Leave the headaches of booking a vacation to someone else. Get your quote today at www.sandpipervacations.com and tell them that the No New Friends podcast sent you.
I gotta tell you, if you live in the Central Florida area like me, you know that this time of year is super hot. In fact, most of the year is super hot. So I've been using Air Concept to help me out with all of my AC needs. When my AC goes down, they come out right away, they take a look at it, professional, friendly staff that gets it right the first time. That's Air Concept, concept with a K.com, airconcept.com, or you can give them a call, 407-928-4595, and tell them that the No New Friends podcast sent you.
Hey, this is Craig Brooks with Tasty Trivia, and you're listening to the No New Friends podcast.
Welcome back to the No New Friends podcast with Scott, Mary, and Chris. This week, we've got special guest Joe from the Diz Is podcast and Game Master Ryan. Now, Ryan was here with his family, visited the Disney parks, and Joe and I were lucky enough to have dinner with him on what was it, Monday night, and then I got to hang out with him for a little bit.
Sunday night.
What's that?
It was Sunday night.
Sunday night, and then
Been drinking too much. You lost track.
Sunday night. Okay, sorry.
Calm down, Ryan. Gosh.
Oh yeah. And then we got to hang out at Animal Kingdom for a little bit on Thursday or Friday, which was a blast. But Ryan, your trip, your Disney trip started off very fitting. Your wife killed Bambi.
Well, you see,
So tell.
Yeah. Every trip has like a speed bump, somewhere along the line. We hit ours at about 5 a.m. and it just happened to be a deer. Completely totaled her car. Airbags went off. I was half asleep, and you're gonna have to edit this. I hear her say, "Oh," and then airbags go off. Windshield shatters. Deer goes flying 30, 40 feet away from us. We pull over on the side of the road, and we're there for about 5 minutes. Guy pulls up, checks on us. Hey, you guys okay? Do you mind if I have the deer? Sure, not my deer. Go ahead. So two guys in camo get out, put the deer in the back of their SUV. I don't know what was good on it, but I mean, maybe they can make something out of it. And then
North Carolina is definitely one of those states that you can marry a ghost.
Yeah, or a goat, whatever.
As long as it's not a male goat, and you're a male person.
Yes, yeah. We don't do that. And I know I had dinner plans with Scott and Joe, and I know how angry Scott gets if you're late to anything. Isn't that right, Chris? And
yes.
So I knew I had to do something. So we went back to my mom's house. I said, we're just going to load up my mom's car. He loaded her car real quick, and I got back on the road. And I made it. I just drove straight through, made it down there with no issues. So then unload the car, and I got to Disney. I drive over to meet Scott and Joe. So I get to the restaurant. I'm in the lobby.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, because I knew you'd be mad at me. I was a little late, but it wasn't.
Well, he was a little mad too.
Yeah, I really was.
I was like, God damn it! Why couldn't they just drive like a?
He kept on saying it like the whole time. Yeah,
I know, right?
It's like in National Lampoon's Vacation when the car is, there's no door, the rolls in on a flat tire. That's what I expected to see. You just hurry up and get here.
It was very similar to that. But I get to the restaurant, I'm in the lobby, and Scott comes walking out of the bathroom. I was looking for his cat to come walking out behind him, but I didn't see any cat. I knew it was Scott. So, we go and sit down with Joe and stuff, and we're sitting there having a good meal. But I just noticed a couple things about Scott while I was sitting there. We're eating in a place he knows a lot of people. And like he gives these, like, especially the women, and he gives this like weird look to people he knows. It's kind of like a weird grin and a little wink. And I can only imagine it's the look he gives his dog before bedtime. And then, and besides that, he took like 4 cigarette breaks. And I swear he smokes more than Anne Heche. But you know,
didn't know we were getting a stand-up routine tonight, but this is awesome.
Dude, like, you know, we had a great time. And then, you know, we had a couple days in the park. I met up with Scott on Thursday in Animal Kingdom. We had a great time there. We went and saw the Nemo show, the live action one,
which I wanted to hate. I wanted to hate that show so much because of the Diz His episode and how Chris slammed it. I at one point I'm in tears. I loved that show so much.
Yeah, it was actually a lot better than I remembered it. And in the beginning, it's showing like little fun facts up there, and they talked about pufferfish, how they can puff out their body when they're like scared or threatened. And when I first met Scott, I thought he was doing the same thing, but he's just shaped like a pufferfish. You know, we walked around, had some fun. Scott's got a routine after a ride. He immediately checks for everything in his pockets because he's super paranoid. He does that, and then he goes gets a beer every time. Doesn't matter. It's a good thing he gets discounts on beer, because otherwise he'd be needing a second mortgage on his house or something by now. But you know, it's
true that is not an exaggeration. That is 100% true. Before
absolutely.
We get on the ride, I lock everything up in the cargo pockets, and then as soon as we're done, I check everything. Yes.
Yeah. And then Scott just abruptly leaves at like 2:00. I guess I wasn't providing enough content for him. I'm not really sure what that was.
No, let me tell you what happened. So, one, I was so excited. I was so excited to hang out with Ryan, and I was excited to go to Animal Kingdom. I couldn't sleep, Chris. I woke up at like 4:00 in the morning.
It was a little desperate. It really was.
That excited. and then I went hard. Like they're at Mount Everest, right? They're riding Everest, and he's like, "Well, I'll wait for you, and I'll ride it again." Well, I'm at the front of the park, and I'm like, dude, you don't have to wait. Like, go to your next thing, and I'll meet you there. I don't want you to have to wait for me. I ride these things all the time. So he's waiting for me. I go and I get a beer first before meeting him, and that was a little bit problematic because the first 2 carts that I went to were closed. So I finally found one, but I'm slamming these things down all day. It's a little bit warm and all that, but I knew that I was at that point where it's like if I had one more beer, that was going to be. Ryan was going to have to ask me to leave. Like I was close.
You know, it's funny. I thought that's why you left. It really is. I'm he's also, on the verge of being drunk and belligerent. It's time for him to go, I guess.
Pretty much. Also, they were going to like Rafiki's area, which is like a petting zoo and all that. I'm not allowed there.
Yeah, he might get a little horny over there at the petting zoo. So.
So I didn't want to have to wait, outside, but continue, Ryan.
Well, he did get in an argument with my 2-year-old about a cake pop. And if anybody should be taking advice on cake pops, I mean, Scott should be giving that kind of advice. Man.
Listen, so he gets a cake pop from Starbucks. Ryan's niece gets him a cake pop. And first of all, your son is super cute. Love that kid. He's awesome. He's like the perfect combination of mom and dad. So he gets this cake pop, right? And it's got like white sprinkles on it. It's pink coating. And he keeps licking it. And I'm like, dude, just take a bite. It's going to blow your mind. Just take a bite. And so he starts taking a bite of one sprinkle at a time. Like he starts pulling the sprinkles out, and I'm starting to get aggravated because there's this cake pop that's not being.
Why are you getting aggravated? I'm so surprised he doesn't yank it from him and eat it himself.
Is that what happened? Is that why he had to leave?
He looks like the type that takes candy from a baby.
He ate your son's cake pop, and you're like, Scott, you're gonna have to go.
Well, what I was afraid is that someone else would be like, okay, well, I'll eat it. Someone else in the group was going to be like, oh, I'll eat it for you. And he was going to miss out on this delightful cake pop treat. So I was trying to just save him from missing out. And I I just wanted him to bite the cake pop. It's kind of like watching the DVD symbol and, when it's in the screensaver and waiting for it to go in the corner of the screen, like in The Office. That was kind of like what I was experiencing. Like, it's just take a bite. Just take a bite. And I'm like losing my mind because I'm fueled by Bud Light at this point. But I'm like, just take the bite. Just take the bite. So there's a picture that Ryan took of this like serious conversation that I'm having with his son about this cake pop.
Yeah, but all in all, in all seriousness, I had a great time down there hanging out with you guys. I can't wait to get back down there. But as Scott knows, I'm poor apparently to him, and I probably won't be able to make it down for the next couple of years.
I have something to add to this.
Real quick. Sorry. So I asked Ryan, I'm like, what resort are you staying at? And he's like, Pop Century or All Star or whatever. And I was like, you didn't hit a deer this morning. You're late because you had to work a dish shift first, because that's part of the package over there. You have to work a shift at the All Star Resort.
Oh my God. So we talked about how Ryan's wife hit the deer and totaled their car. So I forget why, but I was up really late that day, and I texted Ryan around 3 saying, "Hey, have a safe trip down," and thinking he might be up, but he didn't text me back. And I fall asleep. I wake up to a picture, no comment, nothing. I wake up to a picture of his totaled car. He just sent me a picture of the totaled car. So you see my, "Hey, have a safe trip," and then the next picture is just the car.
Yeah, you jinxed me. I blame you.
I'm like, are you okay? And he doesn't respond. I had to find out what happened through Discord because through another conversation. Like, I thought, I had no idea what happened. I just saw a total, that's what I woke up to. These freaking boomers and just not knowing how to text.
I'm not a
just
boomer.
sending things, not explaining. You're like 6 years older than me.
I'm 10 years older than you.
Chris, what's funny is I was up because I had to go to work at 6 a.m. So I was up. This is like 3:30 in the morning when I wake up, and I'm
Wait, you had to go to where?
To go to work. I had to go to work at 6.
Never heard of it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Chris
I know. That. So he has no idea. So like I'm finding all this out in real time. And so I'm having conversations with Ryan on the Discord. And at one point I'm like, well, you guys are back on the road now, right? Like, because it's been like an hour or so. And he's like, no, we're still like out here. And I'm like, okay, so you're messaging me on Discord. Is your wife like scraping carcass off the front of the truck and you're just Discording away?
No, the rednecks got to it first.
Yeah.
There's nothing to scrape up. They took every bit of that deer.
The funniest thing, Chris, is when I asked him, I was like, so how big is this deer? And he's like, well, it was a 6-pointer. I'm thinking maybe that's how many bullets it takes to get it down. And so I'm like,
how dare I use a manly term to describe something for you?
How many bullets?
What kind of deer is that? 6 bullets?
I'm like, Ryan, take the redneck out of your mouth and tell me how big this goddamn deer was.
Six
Who
bullets.
shoots a
That's
deer
not
6 times?
I know,
that's not
right?
a deer. That's
Like a
Bigfoot.
hate crime.
Well, and I don't want to pick on her. She's not here, but I could see Mary doing that while hunting. With all the murder documentaries she watches. She gets like a rabbit, and she's just ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, and the gun sideways, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom.
But anyways, I'm eating deer. I'm actually eating venison jerky right now. It's not the one we hit. My uncle sent me. This one was gunned down in cold blood, like God intended.
How many shots?
This one took 2.
It wasn't a 6. It wasn't a 6.
No, it was a two shooter.
Pointer.
Two
I hate everybody. No, but it was awesome. And then Joe was there. Joe and I met beforehand. We went to Disney Springs, and we just kind of walked around aimlessly, and just from beer cart to beer cart.
Well, we walked around from
hands.
beer cart, and we did hold hands for sure. Yeah, and he also tried to like do some other things. But I was like, don't do that. But we went to like the margarita stand. And we're sitting there waiting in a line for the margarita stand, right?
15 minutes at the margarita
And then we
stand.
get up to the front, and I get a margarita, and Scott's like, can I get a Bud Light? And the lady just looked at him. Like,
the
what?
bartender almost refused to
She
serve
did.
me.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, she's like, you waited 15 minutes for a Bud Light?
It's the same thing at Animal Kingdom. They started turning you down.
Right. Exactly. And then, so that was fun. And then I went into World of Disney, and I have a Disney shopping addiction, but, the first thing that I remember when meeting Ryan through Discord is he was looking for, Disney Crocs for his wife. So I was able to pick up a set of Disney Crocs because I get my annual pass discount on there. So, that was cool. And then we met up with a couple more, Patreon members from DizHiz, Tara, and then Joe's twin brother.
Clint.
Clint, yeah, twin brother Clint. They tripped me out how much they looked alike.
Yeah,
I was like,
creepy.
what is going on?
It
here?
was a
It
little
looks
creepy.
like a Wish
Very
Joe. It looks like a Wish
creepy.
Joe.
Yeah,
Maybe I look like a Wish Clint.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
Joe
well,
looks like
I know Joe longer, so it's Wish Joe.
you order Clint and on Wish and you get Joe.
Send it back.
Joe's the only person that goes to like a Disney because we ate on Disney property, and Joe's the only person though that wears a Jurassic Park or Universal shirt to a Disney property.
Well, you
And,
had a Jaw shirt on.
I didn't. I had a button up like Hawaiian type shirt with a bunch of sharks on it.
It's Jaws enough.
Yeah, it's pretty
It wasn't
jawsy.
Jaws.
It's pretty jawsy.
No, it was Bruce from Nemo.
I heard you got Jawsy
Oh,
after
Bruce.
dinner.
We got what after dinner?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
Jawsy.
He tried to. I let him.
Ryan, did you have a good time at the parks? Because you went to a park every day. I don't know how you do it. Rope drop to close.
Yeah, every day. Besides the accident in the beginning of it, trip went very smooth. We had a great time. Brody had a good time. My mom had a good time. Everybody had a really good time. It was a lot of fun. It was one of the better trips we've had in a long time.
Yeah, weather was really nice.
Yeah, it was like 81 every day. It was no rain.
That's awesome. Yeah, weather was nice. The parks weren't super busy.
No, not bad.
And then did you and Joe meet up on at Hollywood
Yeah, we
Studios
did
on
for
Friday?
about 5 minutes at the most, and then Joe didn't want to hang out with me anymore.
Well, I mean, I had to get there late. Hey, but you know what the good news is is that I got my pirate pass back.
Oh, yay.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd
so
you do
super
that?
awesome because it gave me the option to renew. And so when we renewed, that was one of the options, the pirate pass, because that's one of the issues. It's kind of like, I'm working during the day, so I can't go to Disney until after work, and it's like super late, right? So now, like, because Ryan, I would have loved to have went to hang out with Ryan like on a Saturday or Sunday, right? You were here during the weekend, right?
Yeah, I was here for
Ryan?
a full week.
No, he left
Yeah.
on Saturday.
He left. No, he was
I
at
left on
Magic Kingdom on
Sunday.
Saturday, was he? Yeah, he was at Magic Kingdom.
Oh, you left on Sunday.
So, but I would have liked to hang out with him like all day type of thing, and not like rush there after work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe has the Chris. Joe has the he's got the pirate pass now, but the pass that he had was the poor person pass, the PPP.
That's what I have.
And that's just weekdays only. You can't go on the weekends.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't. Yeah, well, none of the other passes were available.
Isn't that like
Yeah,
government issued? Like, isn't that just you automatically? Like, they just send you that because they feel bad?
Pretty much.
It's one of those low income level things, and I think it's called a teacher pass.
I think it is. I actually have to share my pass with like 300 other people.
you have to sign. Yeah, it's a whole new meaning to the reservation system because not only do you have to get a park reservation for that day, but you also have to reserve the pass for that day.
And it's
as
like
well.
a lottery against like 300 people, and hopefully I can get in. Sometimes I can't. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah, maybe wash some dishes at All Star Resort, and then you can get some more days with your pass.
Yeah, I heard Ryan knows some people there.
Yeah, it's hard work, but it pays off in the end.
All right, you're listening to the No New Friends podcast. We'll be right back. Hey there, Scott here. You all know I like to spend time wandering the neighborhood on my big wheels or hanging out at the park with my fedora and my Bud Light. So I don't have time to clean my own house. That's why I've been using I Believe services for the past 6-7 years, and they're the best in commercial and residential cleaning. They're also doing carpet shampooing at such a reasonable price. Just check them out. That's ibelieveservices.us. Give them a call, 407-928-4595, and tell them that the No New Friends podcast sent you.
picture, St. Augustine, Florida, 2022. You're on the Night Watchman Ghost Tour with all of your ghoul friends. The air grows colder, you turn the corner, and there she is, Ghost Mary. Okay, you probably won't run into Ghost Mary. You may see a ghost named Mary. I'm not really 100% sure, but the tour guides for the Night Watchman Ghost Tour from See America Tours do know it is the only 4D ghost tour in St. Augustine. So if you have ever wondered what a ghost smells like, well, now is your chance. And right now they have a scary good deal going on. Enter the promo code NNF as in No New Friends and receive 25% off your Night Watchman Ghost Tour. So visit them at seeamericatours.net. That is SEE americatours.net. Okay, bye.
Lizard people. The moon landing. Birds aren't real. Hi, this is Chris from the No New Friends podcast. And if you're hearing this message, you were selected to join the resistance. For as low as $1 a month, join our Patreon and help us uncover the truth. Upon joining us, you will be invited to our secret Discord, where we help spread these truths. You will be invited to watch our live recordings where the government cannot interfere. For more information, please send a messenger pigeon to my underground bunker or visit us at www.nonewfriendspodcast.com. This message will self-destruct in 3, 2, 1.
This is the No New Friends podcast, and I am Carlos Alberto Navarro, bro. Listening to No New Friends podcast, and I'm out, bro.
Welcome back to the No New Friends podcast with Scott, Mary, and Chris. This week's special guest, Joe from the Days Days podcast, and Game Master Ryan. Now, normally around this time, we would be doing a top 10 list, but Chris pissed me off and called an audible, went off the beaten path, and did his own little bit last week without discussing it with me first. I create the bits, and then you guys execute the bits, okay?
I'm sorry, sir.
Chris decided, I'm going to do my own bit. I'm going to do this drug list, which will be really funny. It was not really funny. Brought and typically, if we don't have a funny segment, I always have Florida Man, Jersey Man to kind of bring the episode back up, and I didn't have that. Luckily, Chris's conspiracy notes. God damn it. Chris's cliff notes were okay. Yeah, I'm reaching back to another bit that didn't work. You see the common theme here?
Dead segment theme.
So, Chris, you are banned from. You're in timeout this week. You cannot do a list.
Sorry, Master. I will do better.
Sorry, Master. Ooh.
So we're gonna do a Chris's conspiracy corner hosted by Joe, because Joe always did the better conspiracies. So Joe's got a little conspiracy, and then Ryan's got a game for us. So Joe, take it away.
This is a really good one. Okay, I did not make this up.
This is actually factual.
Is it 100%?
All conspiracies are facts. They're not conspiracies.
100%.
They're truths that not everybody, acknowledges.
That's true.
So listen up. This is called the Iger conspiracy. Okay, so Iger,
like Bob Iger from Disney.
Yeah, Bob Iger,
CEO of
Rob.
Disney.
Some people call him Rob.
Robert
Iger. So yeah, Robert Iger previously served as Disney as chief executive from 2005 to 2020. Listen to this, guys, okay?
I don't think you can say chief anymore.
Well, no.
We gotta get Steve the intern. Can you say chief? It's offensive.
No, actually, it's Native American.
No, this is not the Native American kind of chief. Maybe it's chef. He was the chef executive.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Okay, so the year that he left, it was rumored that a portal was opened in Splash Mountain. I'm not sure if you guys remember this, okay? But just hear me out. That he left the company, and like that week, a couple of the attraction boats sank. You guys remember that? People were like taking pictures on Instagram, on MySpace, on like Facebook, right?
MySpace,
and they had like pictures of like the boats like in the water, right?
I think I saw the video on Quibi.
Yeah, right, Quibi, right? So, and not only that, guys, rides all around the park started to break down. Guests, look this up, reported seeing the animatronics move in weird ways.
Well, yeah, they're supposed to.
No, in weird ways. Not normal ways, not normal animatronic ways, in weird ways.
So not like weird ways like Kylo Ren in Rise of the Resistance, which moves super weird.
The wacky arm inflatable Kylo Ren.
Supposedly they had some like Small World, like the little puppets and animatronics from Small World. They were like in other rides. They were kind of visiting, like you saw like yeah. They were like one of the animatronics was from Small World was in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Listen, are they puppets or robots? It's racist.
That was just Chris visiting the parks.
Guys, hold. Okay, so this portal opened inside Splash Mountain from another dimension. COVID happened shortly after. Many quantum scientists say that the bat that started COVID, exited through the quantum dimension and entered into our timeline during Iger's departure.
I feel like this is like the whole turning on that one machine, the CERN machine, and creating the Mandalorian effect.
I think it has something to do with that also, right? Bob Chapek supposedly came out of this portal.
Okay.
He looks like he could have come out of a portal.
He climbed. What's in this portal, by the way? Like, where
does
it go?
Many bats. It goes into another dimension, like so, kind of like off different,
like
timeline.
the multiverse.
It's like a multiverse almost. That's how they.
So maybe that's where Marvel came up with the whole multiverse is from this portal.
I think it came from this portal from Splash Mountain, 100%. Do you guys?
Is Bob Chapek Vecna?
No, yeah, maybe. Do you guys know the scientific name for bat is Microchapectera? Coincidence?
Oh.
I think not, my no new friends.
That's
also the Latin name for Chris's penis.
2 years of destruction has occurred since the portal opened. Russia attacked the Ukraine. The Capitol building was stormed for the first time since the American Revolution.
Can we blame all this on Chapek?
Yes. No, the portal.
Oh.
The good news is this, guys. Iger is back.
Oh.
And Space Mountain is closed. Like 2 days after Iger was back, right? Robert Iger was back. Yeah, it closed.
Splash Mountain.
Yeah, Splash Mountain. What did I say? Space Mountain?
Yes, it's space.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe they're both closed.
They're kind of connected to the portal. So Splash Mountain is closed. The portal is in the process of being healed. Things are looking up.
That's pretty interesting, and I believe every word you just said.
And I just rode Splash Mountain. It is not closed.
No.
It is very much open. I rode it like 3 times. So.
No. It's closed. You rode a different one.
I must have walked through a portal and rode something else. Another racist ride.
So okay, you know, there's a lot of conspiracies out there that Disney came out with the movie Frozen so that when you Googled Disney Frozen, instead of is Disney's head frozen in the,
that's true.
Is it Disney's body frozen somewhere at Walt Disney World? You come up with Disney's Frozen, the musical. So are we going to be getting Disney's Splash Mountain Portal movie coming out soon?
Possibly.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Well, we all know like what the ride Splash Mountain is based off of, right?
Racism.
Exactly.
Scott.
My point. Exactly.
So I'm trying to figure out a way to segue racist conspiracy to the game, but it's failing me. So
you know what's racist? It should be
ado,
illegal to be a racist. These are some strange laws from Florida and from Jersey. Here's your segue.
I like it.
So instead of Jersey Man, Florida Man this week, we're going to do Jersey Man, Florida Man, but strange laws.
Jersey law, Florida law.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Jersey law, Florida law. So you're going to tell us the law. We've got to guess if it's Jersey or Florida. Is that how this is going to go?
Yeah. I'm going to give you a strange law. You just tell me it's Florida or Jersey. I mean, not that difficult.
So Ryan, what's this game called?
It's called Florida or Jersey law.
Did it take you a long time to come up with that?
I just came up with it. Do you want to find a better name? Come on, I'm open to suggestions here. Go for it.
Yeah, I got one for you. I got one for you. Ready? Florida, Georgia law.
Yeah.
Come on, Game Master Chris. Let's do this.
Ryan, you should get a job with Disney because Disney's very good at coming up with bad names for great things.
I think it was that bad of a name.
Laser Vision or
is this a great thing though?
Well, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's.
You'll be yeah.
Well, out.
Somebody's gonna lose. I can tell you that.
Gotcha. All right, let's play this game.
Okay, let me pull it up.
Oh yeah, don't. Okay.
Jesus, Remy, not ready.
I got it. Okay. It is illegal. Where is it illegal? To delay or detain a homing pigeon.
New Jersey.
Oh, Jersey.
I think
Jersey.
Florida.
And it's Chris.
Oh, wait, I forgot. We have a prize for this game. I forgot all about it.
Oh.
Is it a $50 Outback Steakhouse?
I have a $50 Outback Steakhouse that may or may not be expired because somebody forgot to bring it to me 2 times in a row.
You didn't give him that card?
Twice.
He still didn't bring me my damn gift card. I'm re-gifting it. I don't need it.
It's sitting right here in this bag.
Yeah, it's right there.
Probably in your
See it.
mailbox, Ryan.
You know how poor I am? I need that gift card.
Ryan, no, I know, I've got to get it to you. I will send it to you. I
I'll
promise.
get it in 2 more years when I'm back down there.
The first night, I'm like, oh crap, I forgot your gift card. I'll remember it on Thursday. I meet up with him. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot your gift card.
Anyways.
I'm like, let me buy you lunch.
Yes. Okay. Anyways, in New Jersey, it is illegal to detain or delay a homing pigeon.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I'm glad for that law. I'm thankful for it, for sure.
I bet, because birds aren't real. How about this one? If you tie an elephant to a parking meter, you must pay the parking fee.
That's
Yes,
Jersey,
Jersey.
because everything you have to pay for up here.
Yeah, I think that's Jersey too, because we don't have a whole lot of parking meters.
We have very many elephants
Well,
here.
you're all dumb. It's Florida.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because of Dumbo.
I forgot about the elephant population in Florida. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Here's a good one. Unmarried women cannot parachute on Sundays.
Florida.
That
Unmarried
is not a real
women.
law.
That is an actual
I'm gonna
law.
say Florida as well.
I went to law school for this, Joe.
I'm gonna say Florida as well.
It is Florida.
Wow, my first one.
There's a lot of dumb laws that have to do with Sundays and church. Like you can't,
Yeah.
like you can't, if you're gonna bring your pig to church on Sunday, it can't squeal.
Yeah. There's a lot of
something like
weird.
that. There are some weird.
How do you sit through church for that long, Scott, without school?
Yeah. There's a lot of, and there's no like story behind. There's obviously a story behind that, but there's no reason there is written into law. Whereas it's illegal to eat pickles on Sunday.
Where?
Well, that's
Oh,
for you to
probably
tell me, Joe.
That's probably actually a
Yeah, Joe,
This is a game.
obviously Joe was not paying attention, Ryan, when you explained this game.
He's
and
so
the name.
glazed over right now.
Ryan's gonna read us.
Well, I know, but I thought this was just like a weird law somewhere. I didn't know.
No. It's just
Yes, either Jersey or
well, I
Florida.
know that
It's-
part. I know.
That's
yeah,
how a
Joe, we're
game
playing
works.
games,
Yeah.
so it's either going to be a Florida law or a Jersey law. I think that's an innuendo for something else. I'm going to say Florida because they don't like that down there.
I'm gonna say Florida as well.
I'm gonna say New Jersey.
It's actually New Jersey.
Did I get the
Really?
point?
I've done that.
Yeah, you get the point. I'm not keeping score.
Or are we playing with points?
I'm not keeping score. I'm just going to give the gift card to the next homeless guy I see.
Well, you have to get the gift card first.
It might be Chris Yob. I don't know.
Like lucky me.
Where is it illegal for a man to knit during a fishing session?
Florida.
Florida, definitely not up here.
Florida.
You got all wrong. New Jersey.
What?
Yes.
Wow. Is there places to fish in New Jersey, Chris?
Yeah, we have a couple like people's backyards. They just kind of fill up with water, and
Is there a place to knit in New Jersey?
oh yeah, it's a.
Are you
public
making
knitting
up these
ground.
laws?
I'm not making these up.
I think. Yeah, at the end it's gonna be like, I was just kidding, guys.
We should do a segment where we go and break these laws.
I'd love to
That's actually a
I'd
good
love to see you
idea.
get
That's a
arrested
good
for some
idea.
of these. Where is it illegal to
Yeah.
eat cod?
Then we could all be like Brittany Griner.
Yeah, there you go.
But
Yeah, in about
but they're not gonna make a big trade to get us back.
Like the states are going to trade. Like New Jersey's going to trade. What kind of trade needs to happen?
We do have
Well,
just as much as importance.
We live here in the United States.
I don't know. We made a trade with we traded like a drug lord to Russia to get Brittany Griner back.
Does Russia know that we don't care about WNBA?
Yeah, I know, right? Her team better win the WNBA championship after we traded, this drug lord back to Russia.
Yeah. Anyways, where is it illegal to eat cottage cheese after 6 p.m.?
That should be everywhere.
Everywhere.
I'm gonna say New Jersey. I think that's New Jersey law.
It's
Virginia's for lovers. dude.
Jersey or Florida. I'm gonna say Florida.
Joe, did you have an answer?
I'm going to say Virginia.
It is illegal in Tampa Bay, Florida to eat cottage cheese after 6. And Scott will go there looking like a bag of cottage cheese.
Dude, Scott, let's do a segment. I will go eat cottage cheese in Tampa tomorrow and get arrested.
I'm gonna start a little underground cottage cheese like deli thing. It's like a speakeasy,
Speakeasy for
and
cottage
Can you
cheese?
sell it there?
yeah, we're gonna. It opens
Yeah.
at 6:01, and it's where you can get your cottage cheese after hours.
In Tampa?
Yeah, I'm going to have this whole underground cheese cartel. Cottage cheese.
Well, how about this one? It is, you cannot break more than 3 dishes per day or chip the edges of cups or glasses.
That's the easiest answer all night. That's an Italian, New Jersey, Italian like grandmother law for New Jersey.
Yeah, and definitely not my house because I'll never fix those.
Yeah, exactly. They'll just end up in the pile of dead ceramic animals. Glad that beer we ate wasn't ceramic. It's got to be out there trying to glue it together.
This guy's like, where the hell are we going to put this?
That is in Florida. You cannot break glasses or I don't understand.
Oh.
That's really bad for Jewish weddings.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Well, here's one for Scott. It is illegal to offer alcohol or tobacco to zoo animals.
Jesus.
For Scott's sake, I'm going to say it's New Jersey.
Both?
Well, that's New
both.
Jersey that you can't do it because I saw Scott do that in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Okay, it's illegal to frown at a cop.
That's Florida.
Yeah, we have more ghettos in Florida. You can't frown.
You're all dumb. It's New Jersey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like it's a DeSantis law.
Thank you, Ryan. We always enjoy your Florida Jersey segment and can't wait till next week.
Yeah, that'll be back next week.
Not the regular one. Yeah. I like it. So real quick, Chris, before we go to your cliff notes. So just a quick update. Okay. Do you guys know who Amanda Large Teague is? Her name is Amanda Teague.
I do not.
Maiden name was Large.
Is it related to Jeff Teague? On the Atlanta
It is
Hawks?
not.
Okay.
It is not. Ryan, do you know who Amanda Teague
Amanda
is?
Large Teats?
Amanda Large was her maiden name, Teague.
Oh,
so
Teague.
her full name is Amanda Large Teague.
No, I do not.
Teague, Teague.
No, I'll stick with somebody else.
Well, she is a woman. Okay, she's a woman from North Ireland who married and divorced a ghost. Okay, so just a little update on that. If you Google it, there's a whole article about it. She wants people to stop calling her crazy. So anyway, she married a ghost. It happened in Northern Ireland. I wasn't crazy last week. She and her husband, Jack Teague, probably made ghost porn.
Oh, we're going to have to watch that for research.
Right? Chris, you got any cliff notes?
Oh, I sure do. So Scott started off the episode by talking about his Christmas drive-thru, which I was actually super jealous of because the only thing we have up here in Jersey are drive-bys. Not as fun. It's not as fun. So about the drive-thru, Scott said he was in and out in about 9 minutes, which is 7 more minutes than his average. So that's pretty impressive. Then Scott talked about the pile that's in his house that's filled with broken things that'll never be fixed. Things you could find in that pile are broken mugs, ornaments, and my top 10 segment from last week.
And my gift card.
So we talked about how Ryan met Scott on his trip to Florida. There's no joke there, Ryan. I just sincerely wanted to
Yeah, that's a joke. I know. So.
Ryan and Scott went to go see the Finding Nemo show, which actually brought Scott to tears. Ryan thought it was because he liked the show that much, but in actuality, it was out of fear because he's not allowed to be in an auditorium full of children.
It's actually because I had finished my beer. That's why.
And lastly, Ryan had a really good time in Disney. He got to see Scott, which was awesome. Scott and Ryan went to Animal Kingdom and hung out until around 2 p.m. when Scott had to go home. I asked Ryan what was his favorite part about going to Disney, and he said at Animal Kingdom around 2 p.m. And those are my cliff notes.
Thank you, Chris.
This is Alex. Can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Just turn this knob and... All right, there we go. I think I got it. Now it's time for Alex's last words. Please, no. Hold the applause, please. So this episode's kind of long, so I'll keep my segment kind of short. The only thing I want to talk about is Scott saying his email box is full of emails, and I cannot stand that. I go through my emails continuously all the time and make sure I have only the things I need. I delete everything else. I hate notification bubbles. I hate them in apps, hate them in games. I can't stand it. And you know what? Because I have such a clean email, I know I never received an email about the invite to Disney. I'm looking at you guys.
One little spark of inspiration Hey, it's Alex from Diz His. You know me, you know Joe, you definitely know Chris, and you know Jen. Well, we're the hosts of Diz His, the Disney History Podcast. Every week we take one Disney subject and go over the history, as well as our insight on the subject. We talk about other Disney topics, as well as what's new in the news. You can find us on all podcast platforms, or go to our website, dizhiz.com. That's DIZHIZ.com. And we're on all social media at DizHiz65.
Chris, what do you got coming up on Diz His this week?
So, Joe, what did you do today? Was it anything hard?
No.
No? What if you did do something hard? Well, that would kind of suck, right?
No, maybe it depends on what kind of hard it is.
Like a lot of work.
No,
like, don't you hate days where you have to do a lot of work, Joe?
Yeah, I do. It's
pretty bad,
yeah,
right?
For sure. I get real
so
tired.
why would you plan a vacation voluntarily, Joe? You work hard every day. Not today, apparently. But every other day, you work hard all day long. You have to go to your job. You're a dad. You have to take care of your
so
kid.
much.
You're a husband. You have to take care of your wife. You're a guy. You have to take care of your guy stuff. Then you have to treat yourself to vacation. Why would you plan that yourself, Joe?
I wish I had someone to do it for me. That was like
Well,
free.
You know what?
You know?
I have just the guy for you.
Who?
SandpiperVacations.com. Contact Nick. Tell him the No New Friends podcast sent you. He will voluntarily.
I don't believe it.
Book your vacation for you. Tell him. Yeah, don't believe it? I dare you to do it. Because that's what I'm doing it. Because guess what? I work hard. Well, I mean, I could work harder. But listen, I don't want to work as hard as planning a vacation, Joe. So I go to SandpiperVacations.com. Have Nick do all my work for me. Listen, I felt bad at first. He's like, no, I want to do your work for you. And I will not even charge you for it. I was like, well, Nick, I'm going to let you do all my work for me, and I'm not going to let you charge me for it. And he said, deal. And the rest is history. So if this sounds enticing to you, which it should, go to SandpiperVacations.com. Reach out to Nick. Free quote. Tell him the No New Friends podcast sent you. This one's about the Christmas event in Disneyland Paris.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to have Niels send us in a recording with his opinion on it, which is kind of dumb because what is his opinion going to be? Bad? Come on, Alex. Be more creative. No, it'll be cool to hear because Niels always has interesting stuff to say. For those of you who don't know, Niels is like, he doesn't work for Disney, but he works with them. Like, he gets to go to all the special events. He's like part of media. He runs a Disney blog. I don't know. They get him into all the stuff over there. He has this like magazine he publishes photos for. I don't know. He's pretty big over in Disneyland Paris. And he does a monthly segment. Niels wants to know on.
Listen, anyone's big in Disneyland Paris. Nobody goes there.
Yeah, that's maybe
it's the most unpopular Disney park.
Yeah, because it snows there.
Right. And they kick people off the stage when they're doing proposals.
Ah, that's right. Very World War II of them. So, yeah, so that's going to be a fun one because I know nothing about it. And Disneyland Paris is a really, really cool park. The Magic Kingdom part of it anyway, because I like the square trees, if you know what I'm talking about. They cut their trees so that they look like cubes. It must be a Paris thing. I don't know. I like it though. It's cool. Yeah, so that's going to be next week on Diz His. It'll be a fun one for sure.
If you'd like to connect with Diz His, Joe, what are your, how can they connect with you?
All you got to do is go to dizhiz.com, DIZHIZ.com. You can find all of our stuff, information there.
Awesome. Dizhiz.com or Dizhiz65 on all social media. Also check out our friends at the Nerd Archive podcast, Remy's Roundtable, Big Beautiful Diz YouTube channel, Studio 21, the baseball podcast, and then the Creators Club. If you'd like to connect with us, all of our links to all of our social media is right there on our website, www.nonewfriendspodcast.com. Check out our sweet merchandise. We've got an ugly Christmas sweater up there right now. It's super, super cool. And then you can join our clubhouse for right now as low as $1 a month. That's our Patreon, and we'd love to have you here. We'd love to have you watching the episodes recorded live. On behalf of Mary, Chris, Joe, Alex, Game Master Ryan, I'm Scott. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.